Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you some general cyber concepts and then the specific actionable steps that you can take to be more secure at home and at work.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Let's do it. Rather than facts, figures, and information, we're going to focus on the specific, easy-to-implement steps that you can do every day in your life.
So Matt, can you kind of illustrate?
Everybody has a personal responsibility to be secure at home and at work, but it starts at home using
And how long you've been working in cybersecurity?
Sure. So I've been working in cybersecurity for about the past 7 years. Started off in the Security Operations Center to
OpenEdX universe is expanding, and it's expanding very, very fast.
Those are the topics we're going to talk about, and what I'd like to do is discuss the motorcycle industry in specific. So this is one industry that's really changed over the last 30 years.
Producimos mejor sin postproducción. Entonces, ¿tú qué piensas?
passwords. We know they're not perfect, but it doesn't mean that we don't have a responsibility to make them the very best we can. At its core, a good password is made up of 3 separate concepts: complexity, length, and entropy, or a fancy math way of saying the total number of combinations. In this case, instead of the A, let's replace it with the @ sign. Instead of an E, let's replace it with the 3. And instead of the double L, we can use 2 1s. Hey Chris, how long is that going to take? It's better. Security cameras, my washing machine, and I don't have one, but it seems nice, you can even get an Internet of Things toilet. Second, simply changing the default name and password takes away that automatic ability of an attacker to compromise the device. And last, putting the devices on a guest network if they have to be on the internet, segmenting them from your daily use will help mitigate the risk. What exactly is encryption? It's the process of converting raw data into another form that can only be read by a computer with a secret key or password. In other words, encryption takes a phrase like, "I like turtles," and with a little computer magic turns it into...
And we have to incorporate industry standards and best practices into our security posture. When we implement those best practices, a lot of it involves the human element.
Good to see you again, Phil.
Oh, thanks, Pierre. Good to see you as well. Like Pierre mentioned, we're going to go ahead and jump into a quick demo about setting up 2-factor authentication on Gmail.
In March 2016, the Gmail account of John Podesta, chairman of Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and former White House chief of staff, was breached via a sophisticated phishing attack. The phishing attack brought to light a decade of emails that Mr. Podesta maintained in his Gmail account, a total of roughly 60,000.
Muy bien, muy bien. Vete a trabajarlo, que yo voy a ver al paciente, ¿vale? Venga.
Ahora.
Hola.
When you step into a courtroom in the United States of America, you don't step into the courtroom unprepared, because it's a fight. If you step into the courtroom unprepared, opposing counsel will eat you for lunch. So you go prepared. You go prepared and you enter the courtroom to represent your client as you would yourself, with every ounce of your being.